All right, everybody, we have done it. We have made it. It is main event time. We're talking Alexander Volkanovski taking on Brian Ortega, the man they call T-City. After wrapping up filming on the newest season of The Ultimate Fighter, which, geez, it was so nice to have that show back. I love The Ultimate Fighter. It was fun to have them back on it. Volkanovski is a guy that, guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm in the Max Holloway camp. I thought Max did enough to win the first 3 rounds of that last fight. I think Max should have that belt around his waist right now, or at least we should have seen a trilogy by now. I don't know what it is. I know Volkanovski is an amazing fighter. Otherwise, he wouldn't be the champion in this stacked division right now. But it just seems like he doesn't do enough for me ever. His style is not overly pleasing to the eye. He skates the outside. He attacks the inside leg kick. And then he flurries every once in a while, mixes in takedowns, but he just doesn't do a whole ton for me, and I find myself frustrated every single time he gets a decision win, especially when it's over Max Holloway, and Max had him rocked early and almost got the KO. That one killed me. But the fact is, this guy's got a brick for a head. When you see these guys face off, seriously, somebody like screen cap it, look at the size difference. Volkanovski's head is made out of something else. But he keeps a high volume. 6.02 significant strikes per 15 minutes. That's those leg kicks. And he only absorbs 3.31 significant strikes per minute. Even though he's the much shorter man, he's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage here in this spot. Brian Ortega, they call him Triangle City. That submission skill set is off the charts. You do not want to go to the ground with this man. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get Volkanovski to the mat. He learned his lesson against Max Holloway, took 2 years off, and we saw one of the most incredible level jumps in skill I think the UFC has ever seen when Ortega came back and beat the brakes off of the Korean Zombie. Man, that was a fight. That was a fight that I had a very, very bad feeling about. I was like, why are we not just smashing the Zombie here? And I decided to play the over instead, and thank God, because Brian Ortega was not the same man that we saw when he fought Max Holloway. And because of that, it makes it very, very hard for me to look back at his tape and feel like I'm pulling anything from it. I find it hard to study for this fight because we only have one real fight to look at to see what this guy is capable of in his current form. You look at the stats, he absorbs 4.29 significant, he lands 4.29 significant strikes per minute, absorbing 6.28. Max Holloway ruined Ortega's stats. Those numbers lie. That's nowhere close to the truth of how this man fights. But the one fight with Max Holloway has completely shifted those numbers forever. Man, we have got the favorite, Volkanovski, minus 165 out there. There's been a little love on the underdog in this spot. You can get plus 135, plus 140 or so on Brian T-City Ortega. And as much as I would love to see Brian Ortega get it done, we can expect some more big jumps because it's been another long layoff. Maybe he has leveled up, but it's almost throwing a little shot in the dark there, hoping that that's going to be the case. Are you going favorite or pass in this spot? Is there value on the dog? Help me out, Kyle. What you got here in the main event?
Man, this is one's just real tough. I feel like the lines got this one right. I was thinking Volkanovski at minimum 60% favorite, and then at most 65% favorite, and they got him right there in the middle, 62.5%. So I just won't be betting this fight. I will load up on both sides for DraftKings. I think we can get a high score here. These guys are both volume guys. Well, I wouldn't have thought Ortega was a volume guy until his last fight. And really that last fight is the only reason I think that this fight is so close. Had that fight not happened, I'm lining Volkanovski 80%. No bullshit. Yeah. But Ortega looked like a new man, and Volkanovski has a wrestling edge, but you don't want to use that against Ortega because Ortega is dangerous. And even from the bottom, he could tap you out with a triangle or guillotine, whatever he gets his hands or legs on. So this is going to be a striking match if Volkanovski has anything to say about it. And as you mentioned, I don't think Ortega can get the takedowns either. So I think if you like the Ortega side, in my opinion, his best path to victory is going to be a submission. I would just try and take that like plus 500, whatever you're sitting at there. And I've been seeing like in my dreams, this guy getting a submission here and just ruining my night or something like that. But I'll have to have enough Ortega on DraftKings as well where where that won't kill me. This is just going to be my favorite DraftKings fight to target. I am going to take Volkanovski, though. He's a volume machine, and I don't think Ortega can outstrike Volkanovski here. So give me Volkanovski to get the job done. On the scorecards, I think Ortega is probably too tough and too good at this point for him to finish him on the feet, and I don't think we'll see Volkanovski want to take this to the ground. So give me a 3 or 4 rounds won by Volkanovski in this one.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Are we thinking Volkanovski by decision? How about that over 4.5?
I don't really play props just because I don't know how to handicap props very well. I just cap to win. That's really it. If I play props, it's just for fun or if something really sticks out to me. So I won't be playing that. But yeah, I'm going to take Volkanovski to get the decision.
Okay. Well, there you've got it, folks. I'm a little bit iffy on this one. It's another one of those ones where I just have a hard read, and based off of the improvements that we saw, the jump in skill from Ortega the last time out, I absolutely think that's something that we could run into, something that we could see again here on Saturday, but it's hard to count on. It's hard to put your money on because it really is just a shot in the dark. So if we're betting this one, especially now that number has come down, if we're getting minus 150 on Volkanovski, I mean, that's a spot I'm absolutely going to have to line up. It will be a must bet type of situation. So I'm going to say favorite or pass. I'm going to say Volkanovski. I'm not sure I'm betting this one, but we'll see what happens by the end of the week. As you all know, you got to follow me on Twitter at DieHardMMAPod. I will tweet out any and all of my action later on in the week when I do lock it in. So I'll let you know when that takes place, what I end up taking a side on. Kyle, thank you so much for rocking with us tonight, man. Thank you for breaking down these fights and giving us your expertise and your thoughts. I appreciate your time. Now is your moment. I would love for you to take the floor, give a shout out, let the people know where they can find you and what's up.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Let's do it again. Just hit me up anytime. It's a shame we didn't get to talk to Brian, but hopefully another time we will. And I'm happy for him that he got that big fight. That's awesome, and that's going to be a good one. But yeah, the main spot to find me is just on Twitter at BigMarley3. I post everything there. I work for a number of sites: Sportsline, MMA Oddsbreaker, DFS Army. I have my own site, BigMarleyMMA.com. So just follow me on Twitter. I'll be posting everything there. You can always hit me up about some fight talk. And I love doing this with you, man. So hopefully you have a good weekend. Cash a lot of tickets. Everybody listening does as well. And hit that like button, guys. Let's get this to at least 100 likes.